Well, cool. So why don't we start with just kind of tell us what you do, kind of give us an idea of like what you
Yeah.
do and who you work with so that we kind of get some context to where you're coming from. And then we're going to dive into how you
Yeah.
did what you did.
Awesome. So my name is Brittany Dixon. I'm founder of Brittany and Co. Consulting, and I am a process and systems expert. So I help all small businesses, a lot of digital marketing agencies, advertising agencies, really go in and streamline their back end operations. So anything from your CRM, customer relationship softwares, to proposals and contract signing and client onboarding, all the way to project management and managing your team and all the different things in the back end of your business. So just my journey, I was basically an event planner and organized events. Then I started the business organizing houses, and now I organize businesses. So essentially organizing is just in my blood. But yeah, like I said, I work with marketing agencies, really like any teams of 1 to 10 people who just need help in the back end so that they can have more time to impact more people and make more money.
Awesome. And I
Yeah.
see we have a mutual friend, Mallory, is made sure is on here and she says, yes, Brittany.
Yay!
Hi,
I
Mallory.
love,
Good to see you.
yes, we worked together for a while and she helps me on my team and she's absolutely amazing.
She is fantastic. We'll have to get her on someday too. Okay,
Yeah.
so tell us about. So first of all, I love your story because I love this. You found a passion, decluttering, and then it's been
Yep.
like just this tweaking process of like taking that passion and having it like different ways of expressing it. And I just love this idea of you were decluttering houses, now you're decluttering businesses, and
Yeah.
even the digital side of that. That's really cool.
Yep.
So tell me about what your business was looking like before we started 12 weeks ago. And
Yeah.
so before we started, what did it look like?
Yeah. So I have almost been in business for 4 years now. Like I said, I kind of switched and transitioned a lot during that 4 years. So this past year is when Brittany and Co. was basically last June. So I've been in business doing what I'm doing now for about a year. So it was pretty much like restarting every time I shifted focus and kind of changed what I was doing. But I was making money, but nothing was consistent. It was all over the place. I had months where I was making 10K and then I was all the way back down to 1 or 2. And like, it was just all over the place, roller coaster. And like I had really small offers that were also super inconsistent, and there was nothing that was like the same. I customized it for literally every person, which took a lot of work because then you have to like do the client service delivery on the other end with it different for every person. So I think the highest offer I had ever sold prior to us working together was probably $3,500. And like I said, they were all over. So I'm like, oh, I made 1,000 with this person and 3,000 with this person, but it was never consistent. So it was really hard to kind of build and scale the business.
Gotcha. So like right before we started working together, like
Yep.
what were you looking to accomplish in your business? Like what was the thing that you were looking for around that time?
Yeah, so I really just wanted to like fully develop a high ticket offer so that I could essentially free up a little bit more of my time to be able to put out free content, that kind of thing. But I couldn't do that because, again, I didn't sell anything past $3,000. So I was really looking to develop like a high ticket offer, and to also find more leads. So I was having calls, but again, they were super inconsistent. I wasn't getting enough people on calls to actually convert to sales. So really trying to like package an offer together that would help anybody, and then also find the people to go into the package.
Awesome. Yeah. So it sounds like, I mean, to summarize what I'm hearing, like it sounds like
Yeah.
getting consistency in your business first off, because you're kind of all over the place, but then also
Yep.
like just getting some more freedom because you're serving less people, but for more money. Does that
Yep.
kind of sound? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Because
So
I've got kids at home and like all the things that I'm doing at home, and I'm getting ready to create a podcast. And like you can't do these other things to impact people at a free level if you're not building the business on the back end. So
that's oh man, I love what you just said. Where it's like,
yeah,
I feel like a lot of us chase like the smaller ticket stuff because we feel like that's going to impact more people. But
yep,
when you chase the deeper end, that frees you up to do that brand building marketing, that freebie marketing that really adds value before anyone even purchases. That's such great insight, Brittany.
yeah. And I mean,
Thanks for
I
sharing that.
I did that a lot too. Like I built out a full funnel and had a super low ticket offer, and like spent a lot of time and money and energy building that. But I wasn't making the money on the back end. So then it was this constant like burnout and struggle because I couldn't do both at the same time.
Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about like, so you went through this 12-week program. What was it
Yeah.
that you accomplished? Like, what are the results that you got?
Oh, so many things. I sold my first $10,000 package to one person instead of like $1,000 package to 10 people, which was
Nice.
absolutely amazing. Honestly, us working together, I got so much confidence just because we packaged the thing together and had a full big package that I was super confident in. We priced it out accordingly. And then you were helping me find those leads. So I had my first $10,000 client, which was absolutely amazing. And then I made $45,000 in like 3 months, which is absolutely crazy because that's more than I made the entire year last year in 2018. So, yeah, I mean, it was awesome. Out of those sales, I think there were like 10 clients. So, not all of them were at the high ticket price. There were still some that I did project based and things like that to bring in some sales too. But yeah, huge $10,000 client, $45,000 in 3 months, confidence in my sales, and a complete offer that people love. So it was amazing.
Awesome. And I think, you're highlighting something that I want everyone to kind of develop is this like muscle for I know how to get clients. And it sounds like one of the big things for you was just like getting those leads and getting that momentum with leads coming in the door. Is that something that
Yeah,
was
for
really
sure.
impactful for you?
For sure. I think that we all know where to find people. I think a lot of it is fear based too. And it was for me for sure. Like, I know where to find people. I have a LinkedIn profile full of tons of people. I have a CRM full of tons of people. I go to networking events. Like, I have people. I think that packaging that offer up into something that made sense at a price point that made sense, and then just having the confidence in selling it was huge because now I can go out to all those leads and I actually have something that will work for them. So the confidence piece, but then also just you saying like, hey, you have all these leads, just go do something with them.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that. So what were some of like the secrets to your success? So you went through I just saw Mike who's on the last video said, "Yay, it's working." Yep. We
I
got it to
know,
work.
right? Like 25 minutes later, we're in.
We're here. Um, thanks for coming back, Mike.
Yeah.
Brittany, like what are some of the secrets to success? Like if someone else were like, "Hey, I want that same type of result," what would you tell them to do?
Simplify things and be consistent. Like, that's literally, we all make it so freaking complicated and it's not complicated. Like, go and spend an hour searching for leads, reaching out to leads every single day, every single day. Be consistent and like you will have success. That was something that was hard for me because I already have a funnel built and I want to do a podcast. Like, I want these other things. But what I saw when I did not reach out to people and schedule phone calls, I did not make sales. So when I did reach out to people and schedule calls, I did make sales. So obviously that's a driver because I know that when I reach out to people and get them on the phone, that I can sell. So really, it's like simplifying this whole like, oh my gosh, I need a lead generation, I need a whole funnel, and I need this, and I need this, and I need this. Just reach out to people and sell them the thing, and that's it. So yeah, I mean, that was huge. Just simplifying things and just being super consistent.
So, tell me about, because I think a lot of people are chasing the funnels, and I know that I've been there as
Mm-hmm.
well, right? Chasing the funnels. So,
Yep.
uh, how, what is your view now on like, I don't want to, I'm being careful of how I phrase this question because I
Yeah.
don't want to lead your answer at all. So, like, what are your feelings now on funnels? Like, what would you say if someone's like, hey, I'm thinking about doing a funnel?
Yeah. I will say from experience, I mean, I spent so much time putting together a funnel and tweaking the funnel, fixing the funnel, adding things to the funnel, like doing all the things. And yes, I made some money, but like if we're talking dollars to hours, I probably made like 8 cents an hour, like if that. So honestly, if you're starting out and you are not making sales at all, do not start out with a funnel. Like, I know it sounds amazing. It's passive income. There's no such thing because I literally worked so much to create the funnel. Now, I'm not saying I didn't make money from it because I did, but yeah, it's a lot of work. So I would say if you're just starting out or if you're in a place that you're having inconsistent months of income, like stop doing all the funnel stuff, stop doing all of that, and just focus on getting people on the phone and selling the thing. So I'm not opposed to them. I have a funnel. I'm like revamping a funnel too, but I know how to divide my time up between one-on-one leads and the funnel at this point.
I love that. And
Yeah.
I think, I'll add to that and say my rule of thumb is $250,000. If you're making $250,000 or less a year, funnels aren't the right move, which isn't true for everyone. Like for instance,
Yeah.
you're able to
Yeah.
have that divide and kill it, right? But like as a rule of thumb, 250, and then above that, you've got time and money where you can really hit that and make it work. So that's awesome
Yeah.
advice.
But
Thanks for sharing
I
that.
also have a lot of
Okay, so what
systems and productivity things in place that allow me to divide up my time. So you definitely have to have systems in place to be able to manage all of those different tasks.
So you're telling me the person who helps systemize and declutter
Yeah.
has a
Yep.
lot of systems.
I do. I do.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so throughout the 12 weeks, a lot of shifts, a lot of changes. Like, what are the big takeaways for you? What are some things you learned?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like the lead generation piece, like I just learned how to actually implement that into my day every single day. Like I would carve out and I put it on my calendar every day to just go and do that and reach out to people, because that was where the money came from. So that was one big thing. I'm trying to think like there's so many big things. Packaging your offer the correct way. Because like I said, the offers I had prior were small offers, and what you had helped me do was really take all of those small offers, really create a bigger transformation for people and sell the result instead of selling like, hey, this is how much I charge hourly, because that's what I did a lot. I was like, oh, cool, you need 10 hours. This is how much it costs. And I think that was a huge thing, because now I'm like, oh, I'll think about the hours, but it's not about that. It's about them. You're going to pay me for the thing, and I'm going to get you the thing that you want. So that was another huge thing, was results based instead of hourly.
Yeah, and I love what you're saying, and it kind of highlighted in that, though you didn't say it directly. It's just like focus on one package. It's not just,
Yeah.
we created a package. It was like we created one, and then for 12 weeks, that's what we sold.
Yeah.
And you ended up selling some other things, just because like you get someone on the phone, they're not a quite right fit for the big thing, so you sold them something
Yeah.
else. And that's just being a good salesperson. That's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's okay. But overall, we were focused on just one package. So
Yeah.
that's great. Well, so you know, unfortunately, we're not going to get you in this group that's starting tomorrow, but in the future, we are going to work together. If someone
Yeah.
was considering to joining, this program, doing this, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, I would say if you have the inconsistent months and really need to have consistent sales, join. If you're selling those like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 offers and they're one off and they're never the same, join, because you need to kind of package that up into something that's going to work. If you need accountability, that's like something you were huge on. I had to fill out an accountability chart every single week at the end of the week. And if I didn't fill it out, I had an email like, hey, what's going on? I saw you didn't fill the thing out. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I didn't. Cool. All right. So that's awkward. So the accountability piece is huge. You make it so simple and easy. It's like, this is the plan. This is what we're selling. This is what we've packaged. I mean, honestly, I got more out of our first phone call than I've gotten with like an entire coaching program before, because we packaged the thing together in an hour phone call. We're like, hey, this is what we're selling. This is how much it costs. And now we're just going to go do that. So yeah, the accountability, the simplicity of it, it's super easy. Like, and just the like mastermind piece. I know you're talking about the group coaching piece of it. Like having people that are going through the same thing is huge. I've been in masterminds before, so I can imagine yours is exactly the same. But yeah, I would say if you need to make more money and you want more leads and you want to help more people and you want somebody to hold you accountable, go join. I would be, but it's a really bad time for me. Like I would keep going. Summertime, kids, I'm leaving for Mexico next month. It's just not a good time, but I'll definitely be doing it in the future again.
You made enough money to go to Mexico, so I mean,
I know, right?
celebrate and go to Mexico, and then come back and
I
go
actually
hit it
went
again.
on I went on a vacation during our time that we worked
I
together. Like
forgot you did.
I left for like almost 2 weeks on a cruise and another trip. And like I made money while I was gone because I sold stuff before I left. So yeah, I left
That's
for
right.
2 weeks during that time frame too.
Very cool. Well,
Yeah.
okay, Brittany, thank you so much. Where can, I think probably every business owner watching this could probably use some help with their
Yeah.
back end.
For
straightening
sure.
things out. If they want to learn more about you, where do they find it?
So I'm on all the platforms, but my website's brittanyandco-consulting.com. And then I'm most active on Facebook and LinkedIn. So you can find me in either of those places and send me a message. I'd love to chat.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brittany. We'll
Yeah.
talk
Thanks for
to
having
you
me. I'm glad
soon.
we finally got it all
Yeah, we made it work.
situated after 20 minutes. So awesome. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Okay, see
Bye.
ya.